Today I'm going to talk about one of the biggest challenges you're ever going to encounter in your life, and I want to talk about it because I don't want you to fall victim like I've seen so many people before me do. Listen, one day you're going to have an idea, and whether or not it revolutionizes the world or not is up to you. But what's going to happen is your subconscious mind is going to give you the ability to see something in a way that no one else around you can see, and then it's going to challenge you. You're going to go around and you're going to tell your friends and family, you're going to tell people who you love, and then they're going to shut you down. Not necessarily everybody. You may have a couple people on your side, you may have a couple people just off to the distance who you really respect who are saying it, but the fact is you can't let them get to you at all. The idea is that we all learn completely different ways. Some of us are kinesthetic learners, meaning we take the information from around us in form of feeling. Other of us focus on very logical principles, and other of us focus on what we see and what we hear. The fact is we take in all this different kind of information at once in different ways, and we process the information in different ways as well. Therefore, the entire universe around us is subject to our own perception. You have to understand that everyone around you does not have the exact same kind of perception as you, and that gift, which was your idea, was granted to you and you only from your past experiences, and your subconscious mind have come down to the point where you finally were granted this ability. When you have this ability, you cannot have a plan B. You cannot have anything aside from your initial goal, because once you see something, you have to have that myopic vision to be able to see exactly what you want to do with it and exactly how you want to follow through with it. Listen, if Thomas Edison wouldn't have thought in a realistic approach of thinking how unrealistic it is to flip on a switch and then have lights illuminate the entire room, then he would have never had any kind of success. But he looked past the impossibilities. He stopped thinking rationally, he stopped thinking realistically, and he started thinking about the world in which could be instead of what was. You have the ability to revolutionize the world, and you can only do this if you focus on the initial plan. Oftentimes I hear somebody say, wow, that would be a good idea if they did this, and then years down the road somebody invents it, and then they say, oh, that's a good idea. Instead of taking credit, or they'll blame it on the victim mentality and say, oh, I should have taken action, I should have done what I should have done. No, this is your chance. And how do you inspire? Maybe you don't have an idea, so you think. No, small little things are very powerful. If you want to inspire some kind of idea, and everyone has the ability to revolutionize the world, all you have to do is think, what does the world need that I can provide? And if you automatically say that you have nothing, then shut up and stop and say it again. Because you have a special skill that nobody else can possibly have, because you have experienced your life uniquely to yourself. Everybody has encounters, everybody has other things that affects their life, but the fact is you are the only one who's lived your life, and you are the only person who's going to live throughout your entire life until the day you die. So what you want to do is you want to focus for a second, just think about the visualization about what can I do. Start thinking about the skills of how you're going to provide for this world, and if you at first can't think of any, then just really think deeply and ask your subconscious mind, what are some things that I'm really great at? And then you're going to go to bed and you're going to wake up and you're going to have a dream like that that's going to tell you about your amazing skills that you didn't realize you had. And it might take a couple times, it may take a couple of days, maybe even a week, but the fact is you're going to come down to that point of what your value is, what that amazing ability that you have that other people do not, and then it's going to flourish. But you have to stay focused and exactly on doing what you have to do. Listen, I'm not saying it's going to be super easy, because even I encounter turbulence. I have people left and right telling me I can't do things all the time. But you know what? Visualization is magical. I'll tell you what, this is how I visualize it exactly. I imagine that there's an aura of light around my body in which people say negative things, it comes in projections of these black masses, where at that point I reflect it away and it goes flying off to the distance, and it can't penetrate through that because this barrier is impenetrable. You cannot give me your negative opinions. You cannot give me your negative thoughts. You cannot tell me the things in which I cannot do, because what I can do is up to me and me only, because I can experience this world only and uniquely to myself just as well as you can. So listen, when you have an idea, it's going to happen. Maybe tonight, it may be in a couple weeks, or maybe it's something you've been ignoring this whole time. When you have that idea, you need to focus and say, what is this idea really about? Then you need to really refine it and follow through. Don't have a plan B, have a plan A. And that plan A is your idea, and you could be the next person who revolutionized the world.